Good morning, Year 2. It's lesson number 4, and I hope you're ready to get stuck in with your maths today. But first, let's roll our 2s. Get your fingers ready. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. I'd like you to do your 5s. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Are you ready for your 3s? Get them ready. 3s in your head. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Take a deep breath. Okay. 10s, speedy 10s. Ready for your 10s? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. And what about our 6s? If you don't know your 6s, absolutely fine. This just gives you an opportunity to learn. So if you don't know them, that's okay. You might want to rewatch this bit of the video again, but we'll be practicing a lot of this week. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60 more, 66 and 72. Well done, everybody. And last, but definitely not least, let's try our 11s. Are you ready? 11, 22, 33. Are you still with me? 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, 110, 121, 132. Woo! Well done, everybody. Great maths this morning. Okay, time to do your do now.
Okay, I'm going to model to you now how to carry out the do now. These are 2 examples that are not the ones you're going to be doing, because I'm going to be showing you how to work out the answer, and then you're going to have a go at 3 yourself. So when I'm looking at a pattern, I need to be thinking, what do I already know? Well, I already know that there is a jump here of 10. What do I know here? I know that there is a jump between 70 of 80 of 10. Therefore, there's a good chance there's going to be a jump of 10 here into here. So 50 add 10 is 60. And I can check I'm correct because 60 add 10 is 70. Okay, so what's my first number going to be then? Well, if I need to add 10 to get to 40, I need to take away 10 to find out the answer. And 10 less than 40 is 30, which would mean the jump to get to 40 would be 10. So I'm fairly confident I'm correct. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Excellent. Okay, now I've got another pattern. This time I've got a few more numbers missing. The only one I really can check at the moment is what's the jump between 10 and 12. Is it getting bigger or is it getting smaller? It's getting bigger, and it's getting bigger by 2, which makes me think that the jump to the next number will be an extra 2. 12 add 2 is 14. 14 add 2 is 16. That still leaves me with this missing gap. I'm going to take 10 and I'm going to take 2 away from it, which takes me to 8. 6 add 2 is 8. 8 add 10. 8 add 2 is 10. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And I recognise that as part of my 2 times table. So they are 2 sequences that we've just looked at for patterns of number. You're now going to have a go with the 3 you've got. The 3 numbers you've got, or the 3 patterns are here. Pause your screen now and fill out the sequence, whether that's writing it or just writing down the missing numbers. Pause your screen now. Welcome back. Okay, so hopefully by now you've got your numbers filled in. Let's check. What's the gap with our first set of numbers? The difference between 45 and 50 is 5. The difference between 50 and 55 is 5, and it's getting 5 bigger. 55 to 60 is 5. 70 to 75 is 5, and 75 to 80 is 5, which makes me believe that this gap here needs to be 5 more, which would be 65. Well done if you got that first one correct. Let's have a look at our second one. This time we have a different sequence. 20, 30, something, 50, 60, something, 80. Let's check. What do we already know? Well, I already know the gap here is plus 10, and the gap here is plus 10. So the gap here will need to be plus 10, and 30 add 10 is 40. And if I added 10 more, would I get 50? I would, so I know I'm correct. 60 add 10 is 70. 70 add 10 is 80. And again, I know I'm correct. So the answers were 40 and 70. Last one. Let's work out what's the difference. What do we already know? We already know that the jump here is plus 15, 16, 17, 18. It's plus 3. And the jump between 24 and 27, 25, 26, 27, it's plus 3. 27 to 30, 28, 29, 30, plus 3. So I'm now confident that the jumping each time is an addition of 3. So 18 add 3, 18, 19, 20, 21. And to check, I can add 3 to 21 and I should get 24. 22, 23, 24. Perfect, I'm correct. 30 add 3. I don't need to use my fingers for that one. 30 add 3 is 33. And 3 more would be 36. Give yourself a big well done if you managed to get that one correct. Now we're heading into our main learning.
Well done for completing the do now. Let's have a look at our star words. So again, today we are going to be thinking about making 10. Make 10. 10. Make 10. We're going to be using our number bonds. 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 5 and 5, 0 and 10. Well done. Partition. We know that when we partition a number, we are splitting it into tens and ones. And today, we're also going to be thinking about our number line. But there are 2 new words that I need you to learn today. That's 2 new words. And the first word is minuend. I say it again, minuend, minuend, minuend. Your turn. Minuend, minuend. Great. And minuend is the first number in a subtraction. It's the number from which another number, the subtrahend, is to be subtracted. So we always call that first number the minuend. The minuend. Great. And the second number is called the subtrahend. And the number that is to be subtracted is called the subtrahend. And we take the subtrahend away from the minuend. And that leaves us with our last word, difference. But you already know what difference means. That is the difference between any 2 items. So we've got the minuend and the subtrahend. I'm going to test you now. Pause this video in just a second and follow through the next steps and work with me. Now, we've spoken a lot about make 10. Today, we are subtracting. What are we doing today? We are subtracting. Great. I know, you know, we know, I can hear you all shouting it. Brilliant. Today, we are subtracting. Now, the make 10 does not always work for subtracting. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what do you mean it doesn't always work? Well, there are some rules with make 10 and subtracting. Let's think about them now. My first number, my first calculation, 14 take away 3 equals. Now I've got my 14 here. If I want to take away 3, oh, I can do that. 1, 2, 3. And I'm left with 10 and 1, which is 11. Easy. Did I need to make 10? I didn't need to make 10, did I? No. Okay, let's try another one. 14 take away 4. I need to take away 4. I've got my 10, I've got my 4, and I need to take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, no problem. Did I need to make 10? Nope, not this time. The answer would be 10. Did I need to make 10? No. Now this one looks different. This one looks a bit more complicated. 14 take away 5. Do I have enough ones in the ones column to take away 5? I don't, do I? And this is where I can use make 10. So how many will it be to get me to the next 10? I would need to remove 4 to get to the next 10. But I don't want to take away 4, I want to take away 5. So I've taken away 4, and now I'm going to take away 1 more. And I can partition to help me with this.
Before we get started, we need to check whether it is sensible to use the make 10 strategy. So looking at this first calculation, my minuend is 17 and my subtrahend is 6. Do I have enough ones in my minuend to take away the 6? I do, don't I? I can take 6 away from 7 without having to go over the 10. So I don't need to use this method. Let's look at another one. This time round, I have 15 as my minuend and 6 as my subtrahend. Do I have enough ones in my minuend to take away the 6 subtrahend? I don't, do I? So I need to use the make 10 strategy. So that's the first step. Do I need to use this strategy? Now I'm going to work through using the 3 steps to success to answer this question. So my minuend is 13 and my subtrahend is 7. Do I need to use this strategy? Yes, I cannot take away 7 from 3 without using the make 10 strategy. So I then need to take away the available ones. Now I know that there are 3 ones in my minuend, so I can take the 3 out of the 7 away. Now I can move on to my next step. I need to remove the rest of those minuends of the subtrahend, and the rest of the subtrahend, 3 add something equals 7, 3 add 4 equals 7, which gives me an answer of 6. My next calculation, my minuend is 18 and my subtrahend is 9. Can I take 9 away from 8 without breaking 10? I can't, can I? So I take away the available ones that I have in my minuend from my 9. So I take away the 8 and I say, I've made a jump of 8, I've made 10. And then I need to work out how many more do I need to take away? Out of the 9, I've only got 1 left. So I remove 1 more, which means my answer is 9. It's your turn to watch me do some of these on pen and paper now.
Okay, I'm now going to demonstrate the steps of success using pen and paper. So the first step is, do I need to use the make 10 strategy? My minuend is 22 and I'm subtracting my subtrahend of 5. I start on my 22. Will I need to break 10 to subtract 5? I will, won't I? Because I don't have enough ones in my minuend to take away 5. So I subtract the available amount of ones in the minuend, 1, 2, to make the next 10 number. Once I've made the next 10 number, I need to subtract the rest
of my subtrahend. So I've subtracted 2 and I still have 3 left. 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 17. 1, 2, 3. Done. Next question. My minuend is 14 and I'm subtracting 6. Do I have enough ones in my minuend to subtract my subtrahend? I don't, do I? So I start on my minuend number and I subtract to the next 10. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's the next 10. Great, I'm on the next 10 and I've moved 4. How many of my subtrahend do I have left? 4, 5, 6. So I have 2 more jumps to make. 1, 2. So the answer is 8. Last question. 16, my minuend, subtract 7, my subtrahend. Do I have enough ones in my minuend to take away the 7? I don't, do I? So I subtract to make 10. Finding my 16, I need to subtract the first 6 of my subtrahend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which takes me to my tens number. When I'm on my tens number, I need to subtract the rest of my subtrahend, and I've got 1 left to subtract to make 7. So the answer is 9.